So in this video, I want to share with you how I made 2,000 euros in a matter of 5 days, which is absolutely crazy and not something I usually do because I started trading cryptos. Now I was really thinking long and hard whether I should even make this video because it's not something I'm promoting and not something I will be actively pursuing. But as a finance YouTuber who really is curious about all things investing and so forth, I thought, honestly, there is billions of dollars flowing into meme coins. Why not try it out for myself? Again, it's highly speculative and I really don't recommend really anyone to do that. But I just want to show you my experience and obviously what is possible. But of course, as I said, it's extremely risky and not something I see myself doing long term. But right now, as we are very much in a bull market once again, especially in crypto land, you're in a bull market where you see meme coins literally popping up everywhere. I mean, just look at this. One of the biggest meme coins right now, it's called Pepe. It has absolutely zero value at all, but a market cap of $6.3 billion. I mean, it's unbelievable. Just as a comparison, that would make it around the 60th most valuable company in Germany, right? I mean, that's really big money that's flowing into that. And since right now I'm not actually investing, unfortunately, because I had so many expenses, that I thought, well, I have to rebuild my emergency fund. Now you would say that conservatively, I should really focus on that. And I do, right? But I thought I'll take a little bit of money and just see what I can do with it. And maybe I can multiply that to more quickly restore my emergency fund and then obviously go back to investing, which I really advocate and want to do long term. And any profits I make from here, this is not to buy some fancy clothes or what have you. I really want to use that money to reinvest and grow my wealth over long term compounding. These are still the fundamental principles that I believe in. But I thought, why not as an experiment? Worst case, it makes for great content and I learn a lesson. Ideally, I make a bit of money, so nothing to lose. Right, and here we have it. That's basically the portfolio that I have right now that I actually made after investing 2,200 euros. So basically I made $2,200, around 2,000 euros on, honestly, in a matter of 5 days. And that's literally the return I made with my S&P 500 investments over the last few years and here in a matter of days. But once again, I really want to make it clear that's not something I advocate for. I just tried. It could have also gone complete opposite way. And who knows, right? If I stay invested, it might drop significantly even more. But yeah, I mean, the coin that I bought is called Beer Coin. I mean, I know that's crazy. That's just how meme coins work. I mean, the crazier the better. Ultimately, it's all about the marketing. If you go to the website, it's called Beercoin WTF. I mean, the website is already, part of the fun, I guess. And yeah, literally, it's just a landing site with not much around it. I mean, they have actually quite cool story, but it's just all about the marketing and community. There's no fundamental value behind it. They're not saying they're going to be the future reserve currency or anything. It's really about the fun and how cool they can pitch it and yeah, get basically people investing in it, right? The greater fool's theory in a way, but you could say that about anything, right? About real estate, about gold. If you believe in it, that it's going to have more value in the future than it has today. That's why you buy it and hopefully you can sell it more in the future. So that's the whole principle also around meme coins essentially, right? And there was a pre-sale, different things going on. But I really liked, to be honest, the entire angle and the fun they have around it. But more importantly also the community, because I think that's super important. And you can see in the Telegram group over here, which honestly I never really used Telegram before. Now I started using it just because of the meme coins and especially Beercoin. You can see they have almost 1 million subscribers. So a lot of things happening, going on. And that's good because you need a vivid community because they drive the initial price, right? Otherwise it's hard to launch. And of course, there's a lot of scam projects out there as well, right? Where I've seen people doing pre-sales, people invest their money hoping to get tokens in return, a bonus on top. And once they launch, immediately the founder of the token sells everything, takes the money and runs away, right? Because it's not being audited. They never said they have audited or they have anything substantial behind it. It's literally just you banking on the hype. For me, it's really not so different than investing into meme stocks, right? Like GameStop, what we've seen. There was also no real value behind it. People were just hoping to make a quick buck. And the same is true over here. As soon as people start cashing out, it will start dropping, people get scared and they will run away. And obviously, I'm really not pretending that I can predict what people do based on charts. And honestly, I do believe it's actually a lot of BS when people say they read the charts. I mean, in hindsight, I could explain you everything, right? I could have, said that, this goes up and because of that, there should be a drop. But honestly, who could have told me that within literally a matter of a couple of seconds, there would be a drop of, 30%? I mean, you just don't know because the future is the future and it will be how it will be, right? So instead, what I do, instead of technical trading, I like sentiment-driven trading. So I look at, for example, over here, what are the volumes? How many buyers, how many sellers, what's the liquidity in the market? Then you go over on Twitter over here, you pull it up and see what are people saying about it? What's the sentiment? Is it positive? Is it negative? What are the upcoming news right now? This coin is based on Solana blockchain. It was traded on decentralized exchange. So I actually bought it through Phantom Wallet. You can see this over here, bottom left. I never used it before. I just downloaded it and it's a decentralized wallet. So that was something new for me as well. Very easy to set up. And yeah, basically what I had to do, I used some of my euros, I sent it into Nexo. On Nexo, I converted my euros into Solana. Then I withdrew the Solana into the Phantom wallet. And with Solana, I could buy the beer token. So yeah, quite simple. I mean, once you have Solana as another currency, similar like Ethereum, Bitcoin, what have you, it's very cheap to trade, very easy. It literally takes a matter of seconds to withdraw and send somewhere. And then you just click on swap and then choose the currency you want. In this case, it was beer. Yeah, you literally type beer over here, and even though I stopped drinking beer, I now started trading beer, so what a coincidence. And then you select how much you want to buy for, and then you just make it happen, and you see here the various transactions that I made in the past. So I tried to trade in and out a little bit whenever I saw the right moments, and yeah, so far I've been really happy with it. I mean, you can see right now a little bit down from what I've shown you before, but honestly now that they're about to be listed on other centralized exchanges, things like Binance, BitGet, and other big popular exchanges that make it more accessible, right? So there will be even more funds flowing into it. At least is my assumptions, right? I might be completely wrong and they might be selling everything in the tanks, but I still hold a little bit. I have been taking a little bit of profits here and there, but for now, I still want to trade a couple of times during the day. Whenever I see, price going up, I sell some of it. And then when it goes down, I rebuy some of it. And yeah, I mean, so far I've been doing quite well with it. Again, I'm not saying that I can foresee what the future will bring, and I may not be in there forever, but for a couple of days, just to make a little bit more gains, and then use that, convert it into Solana, and then I can send those Solana back into my Nexo exchange and convert it to Bitcoin or euros, depending what I want. And either send it to my Revolut account or withdraw the Bitcoin and send it to my hardware ledger wallet, and just grow my Bitcoin holdings over time. So yeah, a really little fun project, as I said. I mean, 2,000 euros, of course, was quite a bit of amount in the beginning. But then again, I thought, if I lose it, of course, it will be painful, but not the end of the world. But again, meme coins, they really have huge potential, right? I mean, obviously, they swing up and down much more than more established coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So that way, obviously, you have much higher opportunities. Now, I'm not margin trading. The margin trading is if, for example, I put my 2,000 euros up for trading, and then I could use a 5x margin, in which case, I would get 5 times the amount. But if the stock market goes down, I might be liquidated and all my holdings will be immediately gone, and I might even be in debt with them. So yeah, that's not something I do. A lot of people do that because obviously you can have even more gains if it's in your favor, but I'm not a fan of it, neither with stocks nor with crypto. So I just want to invest the money that I can afford to lose. And if I lose it, well, tough luck. But if I make some, well, why not, right? So again, I know it can be a little bit addictive, and that's why I'm really not advocating for it, because yeah, it's a little bit tempting when you see such gains, but keep in mind, that's not natural. And I only do that because I know we're very much in a bull market. It's hot, there's liquidity, there's so much money flowing in, as I've shown you before. I mean, meme coins are absolutely crazy right now. There's so much money being pumped into that. So why not benefit from it, right? If I see markets starting to cool off, then definitely I will pull out of it and not be part of it, because I know I'm not going to be able to outsmart most other investors. You're not just competing with other retail investors like you and I, but you're also competing more and more with bots, right? Who are price scalping. I mean, they're selling and buying within a matter of seconds, nanoseconds often. You can actually see that over here. These are live transactions. I'm on a website called dexscreener.com. Quite cool. You see all the graphs, and then here you see all the live transactions, and they're coming in as we speak, right? People buying, how people selling, the value. Somebody bought for $10, but then if you go down, you can see some really crazy amounts where people bought. Somebody sold worth $14,000, and I've seen somebody buying for $50,000. So really interesting to see in real time what's happening on chain. So I really like that, and it's really interesting. And kind of, with this information, you make your own decisions whether you think it's the right time to buy or not. You can see the top holders. And of course, some of them, I mean, the top holder right now owns 30% of that coin, probably the one who was issuing it. Again, you would hope that they're not scammers and sell everything. But then again, if 30% is for me still fair enough. Some meme coins, the owner or the issuer of the token owns up to 80%. And that's just not good, because if that person decides to sell, he would tank the entire market and you would not be able to do anything about it, right? But right now you can see the value of it at $37 million. So that's really, really crazy. And the market cap right now of the beer coin is 128 million. When I got in, it was around 50 to 60 million dollars, I believe. So market cap is basically the total value of the coin right now, right? The coins in circulation times the price, same as the company market value, the share of the price times number of shares. So that kind of gives you an indication of how valuable they are. So right now with 128 million, it's actually not that high. Again, if I compare it to Pepe, at 6 billion, in case it would get to the same level, there's another 60x from here. to get to around the same market cap, 60x. So on my $4,000 with a 60x to get to the same price as Pepe, that will be $240,000. Now again, of course, the chances for that to happen are extremely slim, and I'm not waiting for that because, by then, probably a lot of people would have cashed out before sending the price down again, so nobody knows. But for the time being, as I said, there's so much crazy dumb money, I would call it. Instead of smart money, I would really call it dumb money, where people are just blindly investing, wanting to make a quick buck. Why not capitalize on it? I'll try my best, again, for educational purposes, and of course to play around a little bit while I have my serious investments, which sometimes can get a little bit boring, right? Because you invest every single week. So I keep myself entertained with a little bit of money on the side to do that. It's fun. I learn a little bit along the side because I always like to learn about new investment opportunities. Same how in the past I did peer-to-peer lending, where I basically was lending money to other people at a higher interest rate, which I did for a while, but then, didn't really like it because now the high interest environment we're in, I have it much more secured and guaranteed rather than going that way and potentially having a default, people not repaying me. So same with this over here. I know how speculative it is. And once again, please do not emulate my buys, and it's really by no means a buying recommendation for Beercoin. Again, there's so many other crazy coins out there. For me, it's just really interesting, something to study, to understand how it works, and whole new world. But definitely, I think people can make money. I know quite a few people who do that full time. And obviously some days they lose some, other days they do make crazy gains. As I said, the swings are extreme. And in the environment we're in right now, in the bull market, I think there's definitely time to make money. But at the same time, as you know me by now, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. Right now, I'm talking about 1-2% of my portfolio that I play around with and just see what I can do from it. Maybe I burn all my hands and never do that again. But again, I think it's a great learning lesson. And for me, definitely more exciting than just Netflixing my life away. This way I try something else. I have some ups, some downs, but definitely in the meantime, I'm learning and enjoying the process. But I'm really interested to hear from you. Have you ever tried trading some crypto or maybe some meme stocks as well? I'll be interested. Let me know down in the comments below which one you have done. What was your biggest gain as well as your biggest loss? Next up, check out this video over here. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.